Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today's Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, and today I'm talking about COVID reinfections. But first, how many times have you heard someone say, "I'm done with this. The pandemic is just over for me"? Well, I may be the lucky one, but I've heard someone say this at least 5 times in the last week. People say they don't want to talk about COVID, they don't want to hear about it, and they're just done with it. I understand. The truth is, I'm sick of this pandemic myself. But regardless of how we may feel, the virus is not done with us, folks. It just keeps coming back, as the expression says, new and improved, as it evolves to escape immunity and become more transmissible. And yes, it is reinfecting, folks. Sometimes people have had 3 or 4 COVID infections. Now, the truth is, community transmission of these Omicron variants is extremely high in most communities in the United States. Doctors' offices are overflowing. Wait times to be seen are long. As I said, people are getting infected over again. If you had Omicron in December through January, February, you can be reinfected with BA2 or BA2.12.1. And if you manage to escape Omicron BA2 and the subvariant BA2.12.1, there's BA4 or BA5 Omicron variant right around the corner, coming up soon to a place near you. You know, experts say that this virus and all of its variants will be with us for decades. And experts also have said with these highly transmissible Omicron variants, it is difficult to avoid infection or reinfection. I recently heard one of these experts that I highly respect say that we can no longer have an expectation of zero COVID infections, even amongst vaccinated and boosted people. This expert said if we're vaccinated and boosted, we should have milder disease. But folks, here's the caveat. Milder disease does not mean you won't be sick. You can have fever, a really sore throat, a bad headache, a bad cough, some chest congestion, some nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea, and feel like crap. And you technically still have a mild COVID infection because you're not in the hospital. Not to mention, you're staying home from work or school, you're isolated, you got to do all that extra cleaning, and you run the risk of household spread to other family members. And not to mention, even mild infections can leave you with long COVID. And sadly, we still have 300 to 400 people dying from COVID every day here in the United States. Now, there is one bright spot. Experts are studying people who have never gotten COVID, even though they may have been around it. And scientists are looking at their immune systems, their antibodies, their genetic structure to see if they can learn something. Well, I hope they get the answer soon. I really do. Because I wonder what the future looks like. You know, how many infections can we get with COVID? What's this going to do to our immune systems? How many can our children and their grandchildren get, and the youth? How many COVID vaccines or boosters can our bodies handle safely? Again, I don't have the answers. But one thing I do know is that we have the power to stop this just rampant transmission through prevention tools, wearing a mask, maintaining some distance, and small changes in our behavior, avoiding crowded indoor places, would go a long way. And then there's the need to really improve ventilation systems. I say, you know, maybe we need different people working on this problem. Maybe we need sociologists, psychologists, behavior change specialists. Maybe they can be more effective than the current people who are managing the communications to the public. I don't know. What do you think? Well, that's my message today. As always, my views are my own. Stay safe and take care.